Kilo drumstick.
I think she'll go it. I just don't think she will get the lucky bashes like before the Ember Remnants away.
The PA items out.
New PA items. This is an old PA item, friend. This is the hair.
Arcana's old, but isn't the E set really new?
I have no idea. Yeah, I don't hats. So we've got early TPs.
You're dead to me. Hats are the main reason I popped when I used it. It's like, oh my god, I got this new hat. I have to play with it.
Yeah, I don't. They're they don't exist, right? They're like. They're pixels. Anyway, Newsham in a bit of a bad spot. Oh, sorry. Flying Zebra in a bit of a bad spot. He's gonna walk it off. I don't actually know if they saw that Flying Zebra also placed a ward. Flying Zebra should have a good idea that there's a ward around here. It's hard to de-ward this area, but, you know, he should have an idea of it. And a nice little ward here to protect their offlaner. But let's get into introductions. On Leviathan, we've got Flying Zebra on that Wyvern. Ember Spirit being played by Shibi. Lena is going to be played by Newsham. Storm Spirit played by Francis. And finally, Jenkins on that Clockwork.
Archon, we've got Gaio on PA, Beard on Lich, Fluff on Tusk, Trevor on the Magnus, and Moo on the Cancermancer.
The battle begins.
That is a name. So he's also got a I like this set, it's kind of pretty. So I don't mind looking at the hats, but I don't collect them or anything. So... Anyway.
It's really better for your economy that you don't collect them, they are very easy.
I play this game because it's free. That's actually how I got into Dota back when I was finishing uni and very poor-ish. But that is neither here nor there. Magnus gonna be chillaxing. I feel like this matchup actually in favor of Magnus almost with the Storm nerfs.
You can't pressure the Storm at all though, so Storm's just gonna be able to do what he wants.
Yeah, they're both gonna get all the farm, it feels like.
I honed in on you.
The issue though is Mag doesn't traction out of the lane as well. Like he doesn't clear stacks as he definitely can. And his RP's on a really long cooldown, so he can't really look to get too active. Whereas the Storm's happy to just farm. So I think I'd rather have the Storm here, but he's obviously got his purpose with the PA.
Yeah, and once again, Leviathan always seems to... Yeah, but this always happens, right? I think you were here as well when they talked about the dress and going on dates.
Yeah, where's the Lena dress? Ugly. We want a good Lena.
So this is like Leviathan every game talks about going on dates, but it looks like Jenkins, he's in a lot of trouble. He's got the battery assault, but he is just dead. Goodbye, First Blood. Jenkins is down.
Now who wants to be second?
Yeah, rip Jenkins indeed. Now, Francis on the Storm Spirit having a grand old time against the Magnus, and I just thought maybe Magnus could play back and get skewers and get all the farm he needed, not actually suffer that much, but yeah, he's clearly having a lot of trouble with this overload and not getting as much with skewer, even though he is bottle crowing? No? He's just bottling.
He's the rune now.
Yeah. So getting some help with that. On rotations for Leviathan, you obviously want to shut down Jo. Jo is down here in the bottom lane, so you can run your tri-lane on top of him. They found the ward, so they have some good chances for killing here, I feel.
They have to find the Lich. He's gonna play really fast. PA can always away, so I highly doubt they'll get any kills.
Oh, we have a snowball in on mid, onto Francis. Monkey's Forever has an invis, and they don't have enough damage, so he takes the skewer, and actually, Francis might be able to turn this around, doing quite a bit of damage. Nobody gets a kill anywhere, and the courier's fine. So, a bit of a misplay, I think.
Clearly the Mag's just gonna... The chicken's not close, so he's gonna be out of regen for quite a while. It's gonna limit his ability to actually farm outside of...
Yeah. And Clockwork having a bit of go on him, but just gonna be able to pop those cogs. Taking a snowball to the face though, and will this slow be enough? Ice shards as well. Jenkins will be our second blood too. Really having a rough time up in this lane.
Tusk is really good against Clock, and Venno in general is just one of the best heroes at dealing with off-laners. LA off-laners at least. He just has so much harass, you can't really get up into your lane and feel comfortable.
So, Jenkins having a rough time there. Francis now now a little bit low, but his bottle, yeah, he'll have the bottle growing back out to him. And this bottom lane, I think, going to be the decider. It feels like mid lane kind of tied, maybe a bit favor of Leviathan. Top lane clearly won for Archon, but which way this bottom lane goes might decide the tide of the game. But as you pointed out, they can't touch this Lich, they can't touch Jo with this ice armor. They tried to Arctic Burn Jo and just nothing happened.
Actually really interesting that they're doing this, and they're kind of sacrificing a bit of the PA's farm to limit the Ember's farm. I'm kind of surprised he doesn't want CS. Like, sure, the Lich is denying a creep every 40 seconds, but he should have, like, perfect CS outside of that. Shouldn't be pressured at all. Like, what PA's doing now shouldn't be able to happen. They're going for the rune instead, so they're trading the Ember's farm for, like,
Yeah, and Whitebeard's, oh,
he's
he
gonna
doesn't.
kill the Lich here.
Yeah, if they can catch him out, they have the Arctic Burn as well, but he's just gonna TP. Where is the liquid? Oh, the Light Strike Array is not there. Oh.
Hit that if he got here and stunned up.
Yep, but went around the wrong way, and a nice early TP out, saving his life. So Archon already at a bit of a lead. It's nothing to write home about. We've got lots of game ahead of us, but Archon certainly starting out well. So, yeah, it looks like it. Oh, pushed into the tower. He's level 5. He's dropping a lot of damage with these ice shots. He does manage to walk away, but Skewer to finish him off. Light Strike Array going to be off the mark as well. I think if he hit that Light Strike Array, they would have gotten a kill, because there was a rocket flying in too.
Really nicely timed rotation. Buffalo, realizing
Oh.
just about to hit level 6. That's actually the only time you're going to be able to play the game. Really overextends.
Yeah, definitely.
Now this up, they could maybe kill him with one creep of experience.
What are your objectives here if you are Archon? Are you looking to shut somebody down? I mean, it does feel like they don't exactly have an early game push lineup in any way, shape, or form. Other than the Benno, I guess. Like, you got Benno, but then the rest of your heroes, you need a Blink Dagger on Mag, and you want PA to get quite a bit of farm. Yeah, they're gonna catch it, but maybe they're gonna... No, they get the beautiful ice shots. Again, these ice shots doing mad work, and Shibby takes one more to attack. That's not gonna work. Flying Zebra might die too, tries to Arctic Burn, but the ice shots being gone just means he's probably inevitably gonna fall. And this is really bad. 0 and 6.
Oh, he's getting quite close to die. Hard life as a support.
Yeah,
Really?
they're gonna take a go onto Moo. He doesn't have a lot of health here. He eats the mangoes though, and now he's burning them down. I don't know if he actually gets Newsham here with all these wards around. Newsham may die to all these wards. He's got 10 monster charges, so never mind. But that was rough.
Important kill for them.
Yeah, definitely. And let's see, Monkeys is gonna skewer, but who gets it? Monkeys gets the invis, but he uses the RP and one more auto attack, and he's killed off Francis. He is not in trouble at all. 7-1 in favor of Archon. They are wrecking this game. A very explosive start. More than a kill a minute for Archon, and all of their lanes now looking quite won.
Yeah, that's all on Fluff. Like, these lanes were going standard. He's just made the right rotations at the right times. Being very good game sense where the wards are, where he should be at right times. Really nice to see. Normally don't get this much done across all 3 lanes. He's just free to do what he wants.
So Fluff doing a really good job. His ice shards have also been on point, and Mag getting closer and closer to that blink. He's about halfway there, a little under half. Oh, he bought up something else instead. He had about 1,000 gold, so I don't know where that went. And they're getting a top tower, so going to help Mag get bigger and bigger. Gets the deny. Well played, but Clockwork may have paid for his life. How worth it is it if he does get out here? Oh, he's got TP rotations. He actually gets one stuff in the cogs, but not in tower range. Can Lena do enough damage? Here comes the Arctic Burn as well, but he's not ticking down from the poison fast enough. He'll eventually die here, I'm pretty sure, for Jenkins. Can they deny him? Deny Jenkins! They don't manage to, and are they gonna pick up Moo as well? They do. I think eventually worth it, but if they could have denied Jenkins as well, a bigger kill.
Worth it. I mean, if you look at the fact that the Ember and the Clock are 5th on their team, and Lena's 2nd. Sorry, 3rd and 4th. Instead of 4th, and then Lena's 2nd. That's really surprising.
Yeah.
That's all from the Tusk kill.
And now Stormspirit seeming to have some trouble in mid after those 2 deaths, and yeah, he's certainly not at the level advantage anymore. Now this Phantom Assassin, she is hard to get. Oh yeah, he's taking.
Really
he went down to about 50. Is he gonna get punished? I don't know. You can get punished. You're just gonna get skewered again. Does he have the damage? He actually zips up all the way to the high ground. I don't think he needed to zip up there, and now he can't zip back. In the meantime, Phantom Assassin kills off Shibby on the Ember Spirit, and They're,
Radiant's bottom tower
I
is
don't
under
I don't want to jinx it because I just had some long lost games, but
Radiant structures
oh gosh, it looks like
are
Magnus is going down. Oh my. Sorry, I was grabbing my cup of tea. I'm sorry, that is not
That's
skewer. I keep
okay.
saying use the skewer. I mean shockwave, folks. I've been saying skewer instead of
Radiant's
shockwave, haven't I?
bottom tower is under attack.
Skewer.
Use the
Radiant's
skewer.
bottom
But
tower has fallen.
yeah, just looking like Archon getting a lot of good things all over the map. It's stopping the bleeding with a few of those kills.
I don't think it's enough at all though. If they just play like slightly more disciplined on the solo lanes, group up as they're doing bottom now, they apply a lot of pressure around the map.
Yeah, do
Soon
you just
as-
go for towers, work on getting that blink dagger up on Mag?
As soon as Moo gets his mech, I don't think they can fight unless he gets bursted down from Dana ulti initially. She actually has that really early, so I expect them to look to smoke and use this and sitting around mid playing really defensively right now.
I think he was hoping that Magnus would come in and do something, but maybe not as concerned. There's going to be a haste though, and it's going to be hard to lock him down there. France is having trouble even on this bottom lane.
He should just smoke like this now, kill the PA. That's all he
Yeah.
needs to do. Cannot be sitting around mid.
And they've got a snowball onto Francis. They don't use. Look, doesn't have the Warriors punch yet, and he TP's out
Radiant's
on.
bottom tower
And they
is
managed to
under
kill off
attack.
monkeys forever on the Magnus mid. They do use that Laguna Blade that you were so wanting them to pop.
I guess it's the right kill. Anything's good for them at this point, and delaying the blink from deal.
So, gonna buy them some more time. If this goes super late game, I feel like the RP, well, if it goes super late game, we've talked about this before, Storm Spirit, super hard carry, not something you can really deal with. And Ember Spirit has a lot of damage output, especially with that cleave. On the other hand, the RP is always game breaking, and Phantom Assassin has crits and RNG on her side. So I think it's a bit hard to say exactly who wins in the late game.
If you're talking like 100+ minute, I don't think Archon can win. Just unequal farm.
I hope we don't go 100+ minutes. Whitebeard, he's caught out here. He actually stopped the TV, but he
Brilliant.
doesn't have the hook shot. And can he catch up to him? He's got the shoes working out, and here comes Remnant from the Ember Spirit. Could have he doesn't have any points in Sleight of Fist. Could actually have to walk up to him. Light Striker and misses. They're gonna get Whitebeard eventually, but he also drops the ult on them. Just it's creep farming ulti.
I was really hopeful. I was hoping you could do it.
Why?
Yeah.
You just think it's a waste, or?
That ult is so long cooldown and on, and generally that's what happens when you use it thinking, if I get some lucky bounces here, I can maybe get a turn kill when I'm dying, and it's worth it.
Yeah.
If he had got a kill there, I'd be saying otherwise, but it's so lucky, and there's no chance they don't split. So I'd like to see him save it and use it to burst down some kills with like an RP or get to 6.
Yeah. Now, I was expecting this game to go a little bit differently. If the lanes were more even, I was expecting Leviathan to be in a good place to have Storm Spirit doing some work, picking off people around the map, maybe taking advantage of Clock's mobility as well. Do you think it's all up to Smokes at this point for Leviathan?
I think so. They can definitely do things with
Whitebeard's
Lina
taking a lot
and-
of damage, but he's got some follow-up coming in, and it looks like Shibby is the one who needs to get out. Who's saying Wyvern?
Yeah, they can just do it with the ports and the clock. They'll just have to move around as a trio and move to each of the cores respectively. They don't even need the cores if they're going for lower priority kills. Lina does so much damage at this point. Wyvern's 7, so he's got as much damage as you need from him.
Oh, they hookshot! Yeah, they hookshot onto the almost dead Whitebeard, and now just gonna wander away. A nice quick pick up there. I'm not quite sure how they scouted it.
He just rocketed
Happened
over
to
here.
stay low.
I'm not actually
Oh,
sure
they
how
used
he
the Splinter
do-
Cross in the middle with the Splinter Blast. Do they have any sort of follow-up from move? They've got a lot of damage, but he's gotten off that Poison Nova, and they have to kill him here, otherwise it is worth nothing. I think they'll get out, but none of them wanting to fight. They've been poisoned, Nova, and Lina, you should like just scoop it down. Light Striker is gonna hit Jo, but do they have the lockdown? He's in the cogs. If anybody TP's in, he can get out. Searing Canes are gonna hit. There's the lift ult. Maybe it wasn't too long, and Snowball picking up Jo, saving his life. Francis has an invis rune, luckily, but they've lost the Wyvern, and now Francis, what can he do? Shibby also in a terrible spot. They go for an after the shockwave, it doesn't kill anyone, and maybe Shibi can get out, but no, he's slowed up, and when you're slowed, the Remnant travels slowly too. No mana for an escape there, and even if he did, the Remnant would have just moved so slowly and barely gotten away. So what looked to be finally a good fight for Leviathan, completely toned around by Archon, and they didn't even use RP.
I feel like if they killed the Venom, though, they just have to... If anyone dies on the way back, they have to accept it, but... Getting into a fight there, like, they got baited by the PA. They didn't try to kill people, they'd have been fine. They would have just one kill and got away. Maybe the Wyvern would have died where he decided to run and get out in range as an act.
Yeah, so...
Dire's top tower is
We've
under
got...
Syndrome.
Yeah. We got Mechanism up on the Venom, as we talked about. The Blink... What? It must be on the Courier for Mag. Yeah, there we go. Tusk also saving up a lot of gold because he isn't the mech carrier this game. I wouldn't be surprised to see him also get a Blink Dagger really early on. There'll be more saving his friends. I mean, Fluff and Stuff has been doing an excellent job saving his friends. The fact that Jo lived through that team engagement, I think mostly on Fluff and Stuff. And look at this ward army right here. This is ridiculous.
Then I think.
Yeah, it feels really hard for Leviathan to push, right? You've got to kill someone, mainly the Venom, maybe push a different lane that he's in, get some pickups before you can make any work done, versus this Venom who just chills in the lane, pushes the shit out of it, and is really right annoying all around.
They really have to be careful the next few minutes because, as you say, they literally can't do anything except split up and farm. Try to minimize their pickoffs and get their levels and items.
Yeah.
Right now, sure they can do like the occasional kill with their ults, but if they go fight like they did mid, it's gonna go really badly for them. So they have to want everything the next 15 minutes or so until Storm gets enough items that he actually feels comfortable falling in, getting a pick on the backlines and getting out. Need at least items to do because it's the nerfs. He's gonna need. He's gonna need damage to be able to contribute, and he also needs levels right now because he doesn't have anything in his slate. He's only level 8 at 5 minutes. Really unfortunate for him.
Yeah, they put him in the safe lane. They were hoping to trade levels for farm, but he didn't really get either. And now they're also placing super deep wards. Fluff and Stuff has a smoke, making sure to ward up the side of Leviathan's map. And it looks like Jenkins may go down again. He walks by Fluff and Stuff. Fluff and Stuff knows someone's there though because his smoke broke. And let's see what he can find. Ice shards? No, he's just gonna walk right into him. Snowball's coming out. There's the Venomous Gale and Jenkins. He does pop out. Oh gosh, but he takes a lich ulti. He actually hooks us forward. Where is his backup? The Dragon Slave isn't enough. She wants to Laguna Blade someone, but she's Warriors punched up. Newsham, Light Striker Ray is gonna hit, but you have to get the hell out of dodge, and I think she's dead anyway. Flying Zebra apparently going down on top as well. This is horrible, and Newsham gets nothing, destroyed by that Ice Frost Blast. They just lost 3 heroes all over the map. Jo getting a solo kill on their Wyvern. You should have Cold Embrace to help him with some of that. Of course, then he can't get away.
Solo. What happened was they smoked ward down. They tried to go on the PA, but he fogged. And the mag TP off. The support were trying to TP help the engagement, and this sword scouted out the Wyvern TP, mag blinked, do it, and then they killed off the Wyvern. Bit of outplay coming from Archon around the map.
Phantom Assassin gets another kill on the bottom lane onto Ember Spirit. So just really doing work. She's got 2k gold saved up. I don't know if this is gonna be a basher or what, but she can finish a huge item here. And Leviathan, not even slowly, they are surely falling behind. Oh, they've actually pulled Whitebeard out of position. Can they get this kill? It looks like it. So Francis getting a much needed kill there for his team.
That's just the life of a slot where you try to go ward about any region in the area, trying to do your team justice. Normally doesn't work out that well. I wouldn't be surprised to see a PA go Basher. She actually bought something, so I think. Yeah, okay, so it's S and Y. It's another option I'm contemplating, but I prefer the Basher.
Yeah, I like it.
Just safer.
I like it for a little bit of lockdown, but as you mentioned, definitely more strength coming out of the Sanj and Yasha, and a little bit of move speed. But we have an engagement. Warriors punch up onto Flying Zebra on that Wyvern. There are too many heroes here again. Is he going to get skewered backwards? No, they just blow the RP on him. Now there's the skewer. He is so dead. Gets the crit to finish it off, and they get another tower. Easy peasy. They're going to be trading top. Maybe. How low is this guy? No, it doesn't look like Francis can do it. He can certainly back out if they rotate, but they are coming. They are coming fast.
Needs to be really careful here.
Yeah.
She
So
should
no
have died.
TP.
Dire's top tower.
She should
has
realize that something funky is up, and yeah, Newsham is going to immediately TP, even cutting herself a little hole in the trees. But Francis, will he be in trouble here? He knows they're there. He should be able to just zap away, but leaving it really long and... Yeah. Luckily, the Veno wasn't in place in the backlines. I think they tried to have Veno set up over here, but he just wasn't there in time on Moo.
That's such a low percentage kill, but it's fine with what they're doing. They went to push up the lane. Now they're gonna towards. They look to group. They have the max cell. Moo's got it ready. It's level 2 as well. Definitely go for it.
Yeah, we've got Blink Daggers up on Tusk, up on Magnus. Venomonce is working towards his Ags. He can get a Blink too if he feels so inclined. And while we have the Blade Mail up on the Clockwork, he had to go the Tranquils, and so he's not very tanky. He can kill, like, maybe the Lich with the Blade Mail, but Phantom Assassin, since she went the Sanj and Yasha, she can just keep hitting him through the Blade Mail. She's fine.
It's also pretty good against the Veno.
Yeah, but again, he's
damage
tanky.
Yeah, but it's damage that he otherwise wouldn't be providing, so I like the pickup. Not gonna be best fights, but it's something. Magnificent though if like the Lich ulti bounces to him.
Yeah, I mean, he could definitely maybe... I've seen that before, actually, where you can take advantage of Lich ulti bounces and pop your Blade Mail, but it's not easy, and certainly not easy with the low health. And Jo just getting this free Battle Fury to do Ancient stacks, so powerful.
There's also Shadow Blade up on the Magnus now, which is really, really hard for Leviathan to deal with.
Yeah, this is a nice way to catch out Ember Spirit, where of course you blink in, he has that instant cost point Remnant away, but instead you're just going to Shadow Blade up and be able to catch him unawares. You can all-P him, you can skewer him, you got options. So... Game getting harder and harder.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
For Leviathan.
Rocket actually scouts the PA just as...
Oh, but it doesn't matter if they scout him. They got a snowball coming out on Jenkins. Walrus punch up. He's popping that blade mail, and oh gosh, Newsham is here. But there's an Invis Monkeys Forever on top of you. The hook shot misses, trying to get to an ally, and they get the RP. Where's the Steward? They're coming back and the whole team. There's the Lich salty bounces, and it is more than enough. They pick off Jenkins as well, and it is 9-20. Yes, Ember Spirit Remnant away, but this is rough. Francis on the top lane as well. If he is not careful, will he take a snowball to the face? They could still go in. He, of course, can Remnant away. Can't get him into the Walrus Punch. Where's Fluff himself going? For the Walrus Punch. I think he could use this here. Just buying some time. Now Francis is going to jump forwards. He pops himself into the snowball. Francis needs to do another leap now, but he gets stunned instead. Okay, I'm really surprised he didn't get Walrus Punched up there.
He could definitely have killed him there if he played his cards slightly better. Also read where the snowball was going, but he's just making a lot of space now, and Archon securing the road, securing the fact that their 2 doesn't take much damage. They're just playing this safe right now. There's probably gonna finish up an item, and then they're gonna look for the tier 2.
Yeah.
Tier 2s before, because he's about like 1.3 away from considering getting next.
Magnus shadow blading around again, but he's right under a sentry. Searing Chains comes up. Monkeys Forever has overstayed his welcome. That is a huge kill for them, and they are going to be very happy with that well-placed sentry coming out for Newsham. So.
Over-aggressive there. Without the RP, there's not much kill potential on most of the heroes, so that's definitely going to give the PA a bit more time to farm up the rest for a basher, and then they can go deal with the split push with one hero.
We've got Tusk snowballing in. Francis again in a bit of trouble. Buff and Stuff blinks forwards again. Doesn't have any more lockdown right now. Could throw out a casual Ice Shards, but I think that's going to be the end of that. And I wanted to point out that Lich has a Midas.
It could be a Lich. Midas and like this.
Normally you are the 5 position support. I'm pretty sure he is here too, but still has a Midas. Gonna help him get levels, reduces that cooldown on Chain Frost. So really nice
really
there.
level dependent hero. So you want to have the frost armor max or ice armor max. You also want the higher levels as course then your mana, and even going away from the nuke at level 7 these days. So if you haven't got it leveled by then, you be getting it up so you have as much
Dire's bottom tower
and
is
in
under
fight.
attack.
Yeah. Frost armor very powerful. By the way, we are 22 minutes in, 10-20. big lead in net worth and experience for
middle tower
Archon.
is under
How do you
attack.
get back into this as Leviathan? I
Dire's
feel like
bottom
you have to
tower is
buy,
under
like,
attack.
do you even have the mid game if you get a couple pickups?
No, definitely not. They have to rest in a gem ASAP, the storm, so he can look to do what he's doing now, but he can do it a lot more safely as soon as he gets a gemma. They have wards like this that he can easily get rid of, which is why Archon feel a lot more scared when they don't know if there's heroes behind him. Right now he can die without a gem.
Yep. He gets very lucky on that blink away, and now there's the TP. They're not going to find him in time, even with the skewer. So, nice play from Francis. Everybody's keyed onto that Shadow Blade coming out of Magnus at this point.
That was just good. He didn't have any vision.
Oh, get the first hit
Healing
bash
off.
on Shibby, you have to be kidding. And now, probably not going to actually jump up onto Clockwork, but Jo could kill him easily. Jo is tankier than this Clock, and
The flames rush.
instead just going to work on the creeps here. But yeah, Basher is online. Who is walking in there? What are you doing, Shibby? He just escaped, not thinking that they were all going to be there. I feel like you have to know from JO's positioning. If JO is playing that far
Radiant's
up,
middle
there is a
tower
reason.
is under attack.
He had a remnant, so he just didn't think
Radiant
he'd die
structures
there.
are fortified.
Yeah, you have to know at this point though, they've got
Dire's
Walrus
top
Punch,
tower
they've got
is
Snowball,
under
that is more
attack.
than enough lockdown to catch you
Radiant's
if you
middle
get the
tower
lucky
is
crits,
under
and
attack.
dashes as well coming out of JO. They're losing a mid tower here. In the meantime, the rest of Leviathan is trying to push up the other lanes.
This is what they have to do.
Radiant's middle tower
Actually,
is
the
fallen.
Wyvern needs to act like already, so they can stop this high ground siege,
Radiant's
but
middle
he's
tower is
opted
under
to get
attack.
greedy here for creeps instead, which is
Dire's
gonna
top
make
tower is
them
under
lose their
attack.
tier 3 pretty much. Or at least a lot of HP.
Yeah, this tier 3 going down quickly. Jo is a max truck. Jo is also ready to go in deeper if he needs, and this PA is looking unstoppable. Might take a Laguna Blade to the face. He's probably actually happy about that. Aegis has only a minute left on it, and so Jo is keen to use it. She's gonna get a Rax here at 25 minutes in. Hookshot onto the backlines, onto Whitebeard. Cogs actually beautifully pushing Jo in, and at the same time, Francis trying to work on their backline. Blitz ulti bouncing, but stopping, and they've got a couple of kills, but there is the RP. Francis now taking quite a bit of damage. It's the taking kill of Zale on these front lines. The Dragon Slave ends up helping out enough, and Storm Spirit going in. They have overstayed their welcome on Archon. Can they get any more sort of return? Winter's Curse, long range on move, and here comes the Ember Spirit. They catch out that guy, and because of how far behind they are, they're getting all the big bounties on folks, and they've saved their racks. Well, just as I say that, the Benno Woods get it anyway. They've still got a team fight going on. Ember Spirit's going in here. He doesn't have Flame God for another 3 seconds. He needs to play very carefully here instead of taking a shockwave. And now he's ready to go fight, but looks like Monkeys Forever does not want any of this. Very happy that they got that melee racks.
Well, that's just coming up from Leviathan, not realizing their axe was in danger there. If they'd managed to hold that, which I believe they should have been able to anyway, despite the fact that their supports weren't ready for the high ground push, they obviously didn't expect it. Should have been back earlier. Getting the axe in the end definitely makes it worth it. PA's not going to care about dying once, losing an Aegis. Get the axe.
Definitely a team fight. It's hard to tell from the fight recap. Like, Leviathan got a lot of gold there, but now they have constant pressure on their mid lane, and it was the melee, not the range. So the range
What's
also.
the gold swing? I don't
It's
see fight
3k.
recaps.
Oh, it's 3k gold in favor of Leviathan, but they lost a Rax, and it's something where this lane is always under pressure. Their ranged is probably just going to go down if they have to take a team fight outside of the base.
Fortunately, got a high enough number. However, Lilina does have an ag, so she's farming really well.
Yeah, and
Actually,
Francis
no,
may be in the danger zone. There is more than enough stuns. Warriors Punch, though, he waits, hoping for the lucky bash from Jo. Very greedy of them. And-
It's actually you play Tusk if you don't have the Walrus Punch already. What's for auto cast wall, and you auto attack, and then you go to Walrus Punch afterwards, but you've already auto attacked. It waits for your next auto attack.
Yeah.
So he probably didn't auto cast it there, otherwise they would have been able to chain. Storm was fine. Bad the bash.
Dire's
Yeah,
middle
now,
tower is under
I
attack.
think they've got some really sweet vision from Archon. They're really on to Francis's plan. They have that spot so they can see him constantly. And we have Lich, Whitebeard, being caught out again. He's gonna just go for the TP. Oh, Winter's Curse and the hook shot. I don't know if they used enough ults there on Leviathan, but they sure showed the hell out of that Lich. But yeah, I really like Archon's wards. I feel like this is really gonna help catch.
Do you see that bottom?
No, what happened?
Car ran to deny the DDR slight chained it and then got burnt by the split turret.
Up top. Oh, did the RP actually go off there? Monkeys Forever now silenced up with the RP on Francis. Francis probably just gonna zip that map away, but he is very happy with all the space he just created using the RP cooldown.
Why is the Storm's gonna be able to do that game? If he can stem the next 20 minutes, I think it's gonna be, then they can maybe win. Yesterday, he's...
Oh goodness, they're getting a snowball in and Newsham in. Oh, but Jesus, Flying Zebra is dead.
Yeah.
And now Jenkins is probably going down. He has the pushback that they can just blink in. Yeah, they have vision. Goodbye, Jenkins. Hookshots over to the creeps. A nice attempt. Oh, the Cog's doing mad work. He force stops over to the other side, but they have vision of you because of that dagger. And now Jenkins going down. As you said, Rip Gem as well. That one show up on the fight recap. But Storm Spirit's gonna see who can get here. Fluff and stuff on the backline should pop here, but these got back up. And actually, they've healed him up enough that the Soul Bone isn't gonna do it.
Nice. He knows he's safe, like this.
Yeah.
But unfortunately now the tier 2's gonna go down because of what Wavers and he needs to be looking to get to another lane. Gonna take him a while to heal up.
Yeah.
Like Gem going down, but I feel like they should have been looking to pick this up early, but now they just lose it immediately. I think they needs to be on the Storm. He's the only one that
We can
can't
take.
be holding it.
Yeah, it's got 6 minutes till it gets back on cooldown, and yeah, Archon feeling great about the spot they're in right now. So.
I believe they didn't buy Gem themselves either. So
Yeah, it is.
But a lot of map control.
You're always happy to get a free gem out of your enemies and getting rid of that whole Shadow Blade worry, because now you have the gem on your side. Lots of post offs. I actually expected Monkeys Forever to go for a blink. Not sorry, for Moo to go for a blink to get off that Venomous Gale. Oh, sorry, not Venomous Gale. Poison Nova. He can get off the Venomous Gale too, but Poison Nova, of course, the biggest spell there. But instead, he goes for post off. Yeah, another kill on that guy. So Whitebeard's been dying a lot, but I mean, he's their support, and now they might actually be able to catch Moo. They catch him as well. Well done, suddenly. Although this is a very dead Jenkins, who a gem pops out of. Oh,
for sure.
Well, I mean, he just got it back and dropped his dust for it, and yeah, that's really sad.
They maintain the gem though, really big.
Yeah. So of course, a nice fight. While Leviathan definitely got the gold swing there, being behind an old gem back into the hands of Jo, who has finished up his full Abyssal Blade at 30 minutes
now
into the game.
But he needs
You should see it here.
Yeah. So now he's gonna have to play more carefully. I wouldn't be surprised if like an ultimate orb or something towards the Lincoln, so the him out, or the blink doesn't catch him out, so then have time to zip away.
Yeah. So either way, game calming down just a little bit. We actually have over a kill a minute.
He's gonna break
this
a
game.
smoke here if he stays. Maybe they're not smoking. It just looked grouping up.
I don't know if they have one or whether they want to use it, given that they do have Shadow Blade on Monkeys Forever. He is going to just whiff on finding. He thinks Francis is TPing on the side shop, and no such luck. Now, Wyvern has a Ghost Scepter up. This is going to certainly help against the Phantom Assassin, but of course, then you're taking Venno business instead. And oh goodness, they have caught Francis. They have the Walrus Punch. Do they have more lockdown? He zips away, but into the waiting arms of the Venno. He needs to zip again and TP, and Francis gets out again. What big ultimates were blown this time? Did they blow RP for him again? They did.
Yeah, they missed.
This is the second miss RP on Venno. On
easy.
Francis.
They're actually going to find the Lich here.
Oh yeah, he's got dust, and can they do anything to Whitebeard? 4 stops down. Hookshot is up, but of course he knows there's a lot of them around, and they don't have Francis with them since he had TP'd out to safety, so not sure if Jenkins is gonna do anything here.
Nice 4 stuff. Especially with, I'm not sure if his team was telling him, turn to the ledge, I'm gonna force, or if he just knew his team had forces. I'd favor the latter one, but nice
we
to
have
see.
a smoke rotation. It's gonna get broken. Clockwork gets the hook shot off. Immediate Glimmer Capes and 4 stops, but we have Just as well, and Francis now coming in. trying to be a pain. He has PA on him and he's just gonna go down those crits. There is the sleight of fist, but it is not enough damage. Here comes the venomous, the poison nova. It was too soon. They do manage to pick up move, but it is too little too late. He already got off his big damage spell, and oh, look at that dagger fly. Look at it spin. Look at it go. Either way, they're gonna kill off Wyvern, even with that Ghost Scepter just delaying the inevitable. Can Jenkins get out of here? No, the skewer stopping his TP, and there's a 4-man wipe coming up for the lineup of Archon. This is not what you want. They were just doing a couple of good pickoffs, slowing down the game, and they're probably going to lose this ranged Rax as well.
Radiant's
They
middle
just
has fallen.
realised people down, Lich Ulti was down feeling, flipping out the grass. And they probably know this is their best time to fight, if any. I understand why they went that. Sure, it wasn't going to work. It looked decent for a while when they got the win on move, but he already got the ulti off. If they got the win, yeah, that would be.
And they're gonna get a pick on Whitebeard here at the very least. Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. No. Yeah.
Really
That's the technical term. I thought he was going to get in range of his teammates who might be able to help him out a little, but no such luck.
Well, I thought he'd get out of the range of the Sentry and fade, but maybe Glimmer and out when the last order was about to land.
I think it had run out, and then also the Venno being, of course, dead there means that he couldn't exactly force off into the waiting arms of a mech. So, a little unfortunate there. We're gonna have BKB up soon on this Magnus, and while the Winter's Curse still works through BKB, of course you don't attack your allies, so it's not good AoE lockdown. I wouldn't be surprised if Phantom Assassin goes 1-2, although she, like an Ember, loves to build glass cannon.
I think with the stages, she doesn't have to buy BKB next fight. Maybe she could look to sell a Keeler and get something else. I'm not sure what she'd go for. They're actually going to be able to kill the Ember hit. And he realizes the team was scouting them out for the smoke, so
Yeah.
whiffed gank. So whiffed smoke from Leviathan. I guess you could say it's not whiffed because they saved their Ember.
Really quick on the draw. So, yeah, saving the Ember probably worth the 100 gold you have to use for the smoke, although it does put Leviathan in a place where they are waiting 7 more minutes for the next smoke, while Archon has one up, although probably a while on their next ones respawning as well. And Deo, again, because of that Aegis, he's fine with front sieging. They might just take another Rax here if they're not careful on the lineup of Leviathan, and they are under-leveled, under-farmed in comparison.
Yeah, they have to play this defense really
Dire's
well.
middle tower is under attack.
Oh, we have the snowball coming in, and it looks like Jenkins gonna go down. He takes a frost blast to the face, and now they have gotten rid of the clock, the initiation. While Ember Spirit is destroying a tower, as does Storm Spirit. Maybe this is too little too late. Ember Spirit's still trying to push. Is he gonna finally come back? It looks like the storm is. There is a. Again?
I'm going to guess.
Yeah. Oh goodness, we've got a Storm Spirit zap in. Can they do anything to Jo here? I don't know. It doesn't look like it. It looks like Monsters doesn't really want to fight here, so Jo working on the creep wave, and yeah, what are you gonna guess about the LP as we slowly watch the Rax fall?
I think he was like all the way back here, so he probably told his teammate to force him, then he would blink and force for RP or force and blink. That just didn't quite work out. That's the only way you get that much.
Now, while they're
It really
losing.
doesn't matter.
They're losing their Rax, but Shibi is actually working on the Rax up top as well, and yeah, he got a ranged Rax, which I think is a really good trade considering how far behind they are. He's working on the melee, I don't think he'll get it. He remnants away. It is slow, you can see the slow remnant move speed because of the buffs, and can Monkeys forever get in range for the RP that is on cooldown? I don't think so. So, in the meantime, we have fights on bottom. Oh goodness, it looks like all of the rest of Leviathan are going down. He pops the dust, but it's not going to be enough. Jo just rips them apart. And Shibi is back home too little too late, and now going on Francis. One more auto attack would have done it, but Jo doesn't get the lucky bashes, does get the lucky crits.
That's just Leviathan being really slow on the defense. Letting their clock get caught out. He had no buyback. Standing way too far off.
Yeah. And feeling like this team fight that they took here, maybe feeling good because some folks had TP'd back to deal with Ember, but you were still not in the position where you can fight against them easily, so way too much damage.
Pretty much I don't think he's going to be able to kill the Storm on his own, but he killed the rest.
Yeah.
Panic he has to sustain to be able to go for multiple heroes.
And they're picking up Lotus Orb, so now it's getting harder to use that static pull. It's getting harder to use that that Winter's Curse and so on. Laguna Blade, you gotta be careful about where you land those spells. And they're just going for the final tier 2 and probably to end the game for Archon.
Still have the Aegis for enough time to be able to go for this.
They could definitely get the tier 2. It's gonna not have it for the high ground siege, but I don't know if they care at this point, honestly, if you're Archon. Jo is huge. Jo is 8,000 net worth ahead of the Storm Spirit, you know? And, sorry, 6,000 maths. And he is just knocking out a Storm. Like, he has a full item over Francis and that Abyssal. Doing work. There we go. It's gonna be.
He needs to like go and cut the creep. It's the only way to work.
They see him though.
He's obviously scared because the amount of lockdown coming out. Understandable, but I don't think if he hits a base, they can win the game.
And here's Lotus Orb Gaming. You're going to be seeing Jo. He's going to just stand up there. His Aegis is actually going to expire soon. They try to hookshot onto the back lines, completely miss. And now Jo, they're full stuffing him back. They're very cognizant of this Aegis timing. It is going to expire. We will see it go down very short. Yeah, it is reclaimed, and they know they can still slow siege this pretty easily, though. It feels like you pop the Lotus Orb up on him. It has about a third uptime, and it is a strong off spell. So they will be.
Wait for the other lane to push in, and then they can jump.
Yeah, they can even just Venos slow siege with woods. Like they have a lot of options on Archon.
Yeah, this would help out a lot, but I think Archon could go with an RP or just initiate the fight. It's way of seeing this game now.
Yeah.
Leviathan can't get it out and they just have to do what they're doing now. But it's hard.
Jo is up there again. He takes a light strike array to the face, but he doesn't even care. Reduced damage. He blinks away. And yeah, they're actually trying to set up on the sidelines, but it wasn't soon enough. They hookshot in, but where is the rest of Leviathan? He isolates monkeys forever, but no follow-up. The optic phone is down. They're not going to be able to get up this big Winter's Curse from years away. Oh. Seems like Leviathan blew that ult a little too soon. It's...
Try to attempt though. Find the backlines. Their best hope. I still don't think enough, but...
I mean, they need, I think, Jo to not only to make a mistake, but to like stand in the hookshot and searing flames and other stuff for him to go down.
I'm pretty sure he needs to be here for like 20 seconds for very bad RNG and he still might not die.
Yeah, he also needs to be the full duration of like electric vortex. This is rough. Takes a light strike array.
So, to win the game.
Yeah, and let's see how big the crits we can get here are. And we're going to be seeing some nice little D-push, but Jo is ready, as we can see, starting to work on it. Hitting creeps. Cogs delaying everything. That's a 2,000 crit there. See if we can get one bigger. Veno Ward's doing some good work, and now, yeah, Jo, oh, he's actually searing chains off of there. He can't quite go in, but now he should be able to dodge the light strike array. It was good to jump in on Francis, but there's not going to be enough, and oh, Josh Jenkins goes in onto Jo, manages to push him backwards. There's the RP, Shears back into their team. Literal, he's bouncing everywhere. Ice shards as well, and the snowball, and that is beautiful. Jenkins is gonna go down, and now goodbye, Newsham, and that is the end of game 1.
They literally did no damage that fight. That was all lecture.
Yeah, no. That was the RP literal combo doing a lot of good work. I think Leviathan just being overrun that game, maybe partly on the draft. It didn't feel like they won any of their lanes.
Draft was fine. They picked what they wanted to do and they had a way of dealing with Archon, but the X factor this game was Fluff's early game rotations. He won them the game in the first minutes. They had such a strong lead just because of his early moves and made all his lanes win by playing tough.
Yeah, so really well played from Fluff and stuff. Maybe our MVP. Yeah, I can be okay with that. Either way, we're gonna be getting you guys into a game 2 right quick. Let's see if Leviathan can win this next one, bring us back to a game, bring us to a game 3, and yeah, I think this is Archon's first match in the group stages. I'll double check that for you in this moment.